Top 10 romantic movies on Netflix. If you're looking for the best romantic movies on Netflix, there are plenty of options to suit whatever vibe you're feeling. Maybe you're looking for something sweet and classic, or something slightly unhinged, but honestly still relatable. Hey guys, welcome to your entertainment channel Netflix Tops, where we tell you about the top rated movies and series on Netflix. So grab your popcorn and stay with us until the end of this video, because today's video is going to list down the top 10 romantic movies to watch on Netflix. So let's get started. Number 10. Her. Few romantic movies are as gut-wrenching as Her. The story follows Theodore, Joaquin Phoenix, a lonely man who hires a new personal AI to keep him company, voiced by Scarlett Johansson. At first, it feels weird to build a relationship with a machine, but soon Theodore falls completely in love with the voice whispering soft words into his ear. And the opposite is also true, as the AI starts to genuinely love Theodore back. What looks like a weird episode of Black Mirror actually becomes a story of acceptance and finding true love where you least expect it. It's also a bittersweet tale of how couples from different backgrounds have trouble communicating with each other, and how sometimes people who love each other must end the relationship for the well-being of all involved. Spike Jonze achieved a rare mix of romance and science fiction that works on every level, making Her one of the best romantic movies on Netflix right now. Number 9. Little Women. Though life in 19th century America is often harsh and unforgiving, especially for those of meager means, the March Daughters find ways to survive. A story of love, loss, and the never-ending journey to discover one's place in the world. Little Women is a coming-of-age story that challenges romantic cliches while embracing the challenges and heartache that often come with pursuing someone's heart. Winona Ryder is wonderful as the impassioned Jo Marsh, who longs to become a successful author, and who struggles to balance her desires to be more than what is expected of her as a woman, alongside her wish to find someone with whom she can connect to and possibly love. While her sisters each continue with their own journeys, some more tragic than others, Jo's pursuit of something more than her current life leads her beyond the familiar lands and stories she grew up with, and toward a life filled with the sort of people and experiences she desires. Little Women is a charming and heartfelt story of growing up, and its story of love is also one of hope and change. Number 8. All the Bright Places. In this incredibly emotional high school romance, All the Bright Places, set in Indiana, love blossoms between Theodore Finch, Justice Smith, and Violet Markey, Elle Fanning, after Theodore talks Violet down from a suicide attempt. These two teens grow close as they each battle their own inner demons. Violet feels survivor's guilt, as she has survived a car crash that claimed her late sister's life. Theodore struggles with mental illness, having grown up abused by his father and abandoned by his mother. Director Brett Haley's romance, All the Bright Places, orchestrates a symphony of emotions, juxtaposing riveting darkness with tender, light compassion. Despite their inner obstacles, these two teens fight great love in one another. When tragedy strikes yet again, that love they find in All the Bright Places lives on. Number 7. Irreplaceable You. One of the sadder offerings of the bunch, right as Abby, Gugu Mbatha-Raw, and Sam, Mikhail Huseman, are about to get married and start a family. Abby is diagnosed with terminal cancer. Determined to leave the love of her life in good hands, Abby spends her dying days searching for a new match for Sam. While this romance Irreplaceable You can be incredibly depressing, writer Bess Wall weaves all sorts of delightful moments throughout to brighten the overall tone. The support group Abby attends in particular, featuring the dark comedy stylings of greats like Kate McKinnon, Christopher Walken, and Steve Coogan, to name a few, add beautiful life to this otherwise deathly romance. Number 6. Sierra Burgess is a Loser. When Mean Girl cheerleader Veronica, Christine Forsyth, gives high school quarterback Jamie, Noah Centino, unpopular Sierra Burgess's Shannon Purser's number instead of her own to dodge Jamie's advances, Jamie unknowingly begins falling for Sierra. A modern romance, Sierra Burgess is a Loser, from director Ian Samuels, The Map of Tiny Perfect Things. This high school flick exposes themes of identity, friendship, and self-confidence. While this movie is a romantic comedy at heart, it is the friendship that develops between Sierra and Veronica that leads to the most profound character development within Sierra, a girl coming into her own and learning how to love herself. Number 5. Marriage Story. Marriage Story will wreck you, but it's also not just one of the best films of 2019. It's the best film Noah Baumbach has ever made. The story chronicles the process of divorce from separation to finalization, with Adam Driver playing the successful theater director husband and Scarlett Johansson playing the successful actress wife. complicating matters in the fact that the couple shares a child. But the brilliance of Baumbach's film is that it tells the story from both points of view, so no matter which side you fall on in the end, you have deep empathy for both individuals. Driver and Johansson give career best performances, as Baumbach writes full-bodied, complex individuals, like actual human beings. And with regards to the subject matter, Baumbach vividly showcases how the voices of the two individuals and the love they previously shared get lost in the actual process of divorcing. Heartbreaking and deeply human, Marriage Story is not to be missed. Number 4. Stardust. Based on Neil Gaiman's novella of the same name, Stardust is a whimsical, magical adventure through a fantasy land where stars crash to Earth in human form, space pirates navigate the air, and the ghosts of the monarchy are entertained by fratricide. Long before he was Daredevil, Charlie Cox charmed as Tristan Thorne, a young man who journeys to a magical land to capture a fallen star, Claire Danes, and finds adventure and romance lying beyond the wall he was told never to cross. Stardust is playful and fun to boot, with a vibrant performance from Michelle Pfeiffer as a badass witch on the quest for immortality. All in all, Stardust has everything you want from a fantasy adventure, from wild imagination to sweeping romance to Robert De Niro as a space pirate. Number 3. 365 Days. Arriving on Netflix in June, the Polish feature, originally titled 365 DNI, is adapted from the first book in a steamy adult romance novel series from author Blanka Lipinska. 365 Days tells the story of Laura, Anna Maria Cykluka, a young Polish woman who Massimo, Michael Marone, the head of a Sicilian crime family, believes in the same woman who saved his life during a deal gone wrong months ago. When Massimo spies Laura at a bar while she is vacationing in Sicily for her birthday, he makes the decision to separate Laura and keep her for 365 days to see if she will fall in love with him. Luckily, through Laura's perspective, 365 Days addresses just how messed up it is for Massimo to kidnap her and keep her at his palazzo for a whole year. As the movie busies itself, charming you with the fantasy of this life, it also cleverly crafts the cat and mouse game of seduction he and Laura play with one another. This in turn just makes them a great couple to watch develop. Number 2. The Half of It. Netflix has become the home of some real home-run romantic comedies in recent years, and the latest gem, The Half of It, might have just threatened to knock the crown off To All the Boys I've Loved Before. Written and directed by Alice Wu, the film offers an update to the classic Cyrano de Bergerac, and not in the deeply unsettling catfishing way Sierra Burgess is a loser did. Wu's touching, gorgeously shot tale finds 3 teenagers searching for their identity and hungry for their first love, all wrapped up in a messy, hungry love triangle that never feels cheap or exploitative. Gorgeously shot, expertly paced, and filled with characters you can't help but learn to love, The Half of It is a knockout, self-aware teen romance that's as bittersweet as the real thing. Number 1. Let It Snow. If you're in the mood for some real seasonal romance, Netflix delivered a bit of a Love Actually for the teen set with Let It Snow, a breezy holiday rom-com that finds a series of overlapping love stories on one fateful Christmas season, snowy day. It's a sweet film from top to tail, as interested in the dramas of teen friendship and domestic struggles as it the blossoming romances, and it's filled with delightful performances from a knockout cast of young up-and-comers. A lot of the Netflix Christmas romances follow in the Hallmark Channel vein, and absolutely no judgment if that's your preferred thing. But for those who want an old-fashioned, feel-good holiday romance, Let It Snow is just the ticket. And this brings us to the end of the video. What are your thoughts on today's video? Share with us in the comments below. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel for amazing movie reviews coming your way. And thank you for watching.